Are we going to be working together?
Oh yeah, all of us. This one's the toughest one we've got.
Yes.
Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we still need to build the head here
And the tail.
and the rest of the tail.
I thought that was going to be
Nope, this is going to be the head because you actually control it with your phone or that iPad and it pounces. Like it goes like that, and this thing slithers too.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in there and then we'll connect it onto this. So you want to do that first? Just that hole that's missing one.
Because you see that little square there? That's where the motor's going to hook up, and this goes in there, and this is going to spin the wheels of our robot. But
Yeah, so those are called gears, so that when they turn, it'll kind of power the wheels.
Yeah. It'll turn together.
So there's 3 of them because this little one doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But it makes these so that they turn the same way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're like, we're getting a bunch of like more high-tech Legos, and we're putting them together and getting like a battery pack and making like robots and stuff.
It is a collaboration between CTE and our 4th and 5th graders here at John Harris, and they are coming over and introducing some early robotics concepts to our students and helping them build the VEX kits that we received through a grant. We had the kits, but we were lacking the manpower and the knowledge to put them together because they are more of a complex task and something that required more time. The pieces are very intricate and have lots of details and lots of steps, so we felt like we needed the support. We began just kind of thinking about what the resources were in the district and started sending a few emails and got into contact with Brad, who then put us into contact with Christy, and a few meetings later we developed the framework for this collaboration.
We're working with 4th and 5th graders, and then we brought these really simple robotics that are simple to us but maybe a little bit harder for their level. So we're just kind of helping them, leading them through the steps, and making a really super cool robot.
The students are super engaged. They're learning a lot of really great skills. We went with 4th and 5th graders so that next year we had those 4th graders kind of trained in, and that perhaps they could be then the leaders and train, kind of a train the trainer type situation. And just the more background they have, especially moving into middle school where they have more opportunities for the engineering and physics and all of those things that come their way in those later science classes.
The class that we're in is really flexible with what curriculum we're doing. So we've done a bunch of different projects with the kind of robotics that we see with the 4th and 5th graders. So we decided that we could use what we know and then we could teach other people with kids with that so they can have as much fun as we did. I heard from a teacher, I think last year, and he always said the best way to learn is by teaching. So it's a really great resource for us to do that.
At John Harris we have our STEM lab, which is the science, technology, engineering, and math. And so we were looking for an area when we wrote the grant that was probably a little underutilized, and then we came to the robotics, and Shannon Holwheeler actually wrote and received that grant for our building. And when we ordered the kits and got them all here, we tried a lot of different things, and we wanted to produce a model that was going to provide the most benefit for students, and that's when we decided the more one-on-one, they would be able to engage more, see a project through from start to finish, and they could actually incorporate the coding and the programming as well. So it's, you know, the engineering, the design, the builds, and the coding, and then of course the overarching, the STEM concepts. So
I think that mostly is that it's really hands-on. So, and it hits people on different levels. So like you have the, I guess, the architecture kind of mind where you're building things, and you have kind of like my mind where I look at instructions and I want to follow them. So that's really fun for me. And you also have like the electronics that you can, like the robot that we're building right now is an autopilot robot. So you can program where you want it to go and how you want it to get there.
it's been fun to hear the feedback, and I frequently, if I have a break, I'll swing in just to watch because it's so fun to see the level of engagement, not only with our kids, but with these, high-level physics and engineering students who are just right down there sitting on the floor, hands-on with our kids explaining concepts. So from what I understand, it's been just as beneficial for them to be able to break down complex tasks and, provide the directions and to be able to go step by step. So I think it is kind of a win-win situation for everybody.
It's been really fun. It feels, like you said, it feels really great walking into a school and having all these kids remember you, and just getting to share the experiences that we've had.
Two of their